blowing outlaws class, which is quarter mile. It's a bit scary because last couple of times I've run it's exploded turbos and hit walls and stuff. So also with the grout in the engine now, the cylinder head's not flowing water like it's supposed to. So might drop back to the radial class, which is only 1/8. I'll decide when I get out there. Also, Clayton's racing Dave Hamilton's BC Barra Commodore. Dragged it out of his shed last week, and when he's been sitting for a year, gave it a birthday, put it back in the dyno, and they same power still. So when Dave wants him to run 8-minute, which it should do on paper.
If we get out the
it's got a little fancy rear end, so it should leave the line. Hopefully. All right. We'll get out there.
Slowly though.
Eventually.
Made it out. Scott's not racing tonight. I've been lucky enough to have a test and tune pass, so gonna go out and just get used to the car tonight, see what it does, see the different launch strategies, and see if the ramp is good enough or if it's just going to spin the tyre. Done tyre pressures, quick check over of the car, everything's good to go. Ready? You feeling fresh as a daisy?
Hey, not too bad.
I'm not.
No, I can imagine. Is it like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning?
5. What are you expecting for the KE10 today? Just
follow on from where it was last time.
Falls.
Try and run fours in the 8th.
Yeah. And you said you were in...
It was in outlaws. No, blown outlaws, but not real keen to run at quarter for some reason. We've made some changes to the cylinder head and the water doesn't flow through it like it should. So, and we're pitted down the bottom of the track and I've got less than 7 litres of fuel.
Yeah, we're
so by the time we drive up and drive back, it's probably going to have no fuel in it. So we're actually going to do something that I hate, and that's towing it.
Streetcar.
Anyway, so qualifying one's coming up.
Radio's got like 2 qualifying ones.
I don't know why.
What's the go with that? Do you know? No?
Done.
They heard you were going in the class, so they're like, "Oh, we'll give this guy another."
Yeah, he's going to oil the track down to give him a second go.
Don't be like that. I think I closed the ball valve.
I already drained it.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, you're done.
Yeah.
There you go to next to Dad.
Just cap was loose, coming out. Just going to double check that it doesn't come out again.
Yeah, look at it.
You going to leave it on? You make sure it's tight?
Tight this time
because you checked it.
I mean, I could have done a quick... Nothing to see here.
There's the tailgate, look.
Did you do that?
I did tighten that, yeah.
Oh, because that was you, wasn't it?
That was me. That wasn't me.
Okay.
As you've seen before, he leaked coolant and I was picking on him and I got a bit too cheeky. And then this one leaked coolant also, so good job. supposed to do that, you know. Thought we were doing fucking racing, not power skids.
I felt like doing the whole track.
I know, I thought you were going away. I was like watching you go up. I'm like, he's gonna go forever.
I think I punched top and then went, it must have been in the blind spot or something.
It didn't look bad.
That's
It's weird. What was the tyre pressures? Oh, that should have worked.
It normally goes down that track.
Yeah.
It's only 5,400 rev launch, too.
It is the middle of the day as well. Like it's greasy.
It's got the thighs back.
Yeah, I've seen that twice. Just having a look at the logs now. Just here is obviously me on the two-step trans brake. And then it goes to 13 pounds on the lead, so I've just bumped that up to 5,200 instead of 48. And up here you can see it was getting to inlet air temps, we're getting to 195 Fahrenheit, so that's 90 degrees Celsius, so it is pulling timing out. So tonight it'll obviously be a lot better, and it should run a good number. As you can see, last pass just went 9.0, so I'm going to change the launch a little bit, just put it up. Left at 52 before, so I'll change that to 54 and see if it'll take it. Oi, don't do a skid this time. Just so you know, you're not supposed to do that on the line. I don't know if you've been drag racing long, but it's not usually how it works.
You can hear a bit of a misfire.
501, 146. It did something? It's fucking sick.
It was only a 5.0, wasn't it?
501. It was with a 13160.
That's the first time I've not had to actually pedal it. Like it's
Yeah, it just went.
tangled.
What'd you leave at 5?
Just on, yeah.
Just under 5. Bump it up 200, 300 RPM.
What, 60 was it?
It was a 1,
Oh, it normally goes 1,
1,
2,
3,
3.
1, 3, what?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I lost it in the 60.
Yeah. But if you bump it up, what,
I
2,
just didn't think the track was there.
it's there. Horan went, what was it, 430? Yeah. He's getting excited. Yep. 5.2. Cuz, what was that? It's a feature.
Yeah. I don't know, you got Dave's car to run at 8, which was the goal.
Yeah.
So what the issues with it is the intercooler is too small and the turbo is too small and the converter is too slippy. Yeah. So we just kept up in the rev limiter until it got there.
Probably should have.
Nah, not that high, should be right.
Nah, that's not bad.
Yeah, and then the Corolla, obviously, first round, someone didn't put the radiator cap on properly. It was you. And then the second round, it went 501. I did second round, blew the tyres off.
Yeah. Yeah, just tried to do
I just had the same tune up as it ran 490 last time, and it just, like, all 3 cars in that lane that round did the same thing, so I don't blame it on my own car. Then the next round I turned it down to get down, and I went a 501, 146. And then the round after that, it lost a heap of power for some reason. It turns out Clayton put the throttle body back on.
Yeah, but I tightened it up, and I
he
know I did because I remember how painful it was to tighten up.
Curly little arms to do it up, and it came loose, and then we lost a bit of boost out of that. And then the round after that, I discovered the turbo actually died as well. Wouldn't even do a burnout hardly. Yeah. But I still won 3 from 3 rounds. And somehow didn't get second place to somebody who got 2 out of 3 rounds won. So shit. And one of the other competitors just managed to swindle a buy and not race the car that he was supposed to race, which would have beat him, and then I would have won the event.
Yeah. I don't know how that's happened.
Yeah, next time I should be a bit more professional, maybe. From here, what are we doing?
Yeah, let's
get the panel land going, I guess. Yeah. If I ever get my Supra back from the paint, we might take that roll racing.
Supra? Oh, you have a Supra?
I had a Supra for about a week there.
Yeah.
And now it's gone. I'm assuming it's alright.
So does anybody want to buy if anybody finds a cheap 1UZ that to build,
yeah.
let us know.
Yep. Alright, we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah. Alright, we're
Team Titty.
woo! Tickle.
Ooh, it's wrecked. It's coming through your nipple.
No, it's Shannon's.
Oh, there you go. Oh, it's Shannon's nipple. You were recording it, weren't
Yeah.
you?
Clayton, what are you doing? Bit of moonshine.
Testing.
Testicles.
So this week on Nugget Garage, we get really fucked up. We've got a fire extinguisher in Scott's.
It's got swag.
And then we sleep like little babies.
Yes.